What's your motion?
My motion is that we delay consideration of this item until the July ordinary council meeting.
Councillor Rooney.
Yes, I would like to support this, and I do not endorse this settlement strategy for the reasons that we discussed previously, and they are that the settlement strategy doesn't take sufficient account of the impending shortages of residential land being made available for future development in four villages. Bredbo, Bombala and Dalgety only have a 5-year supply of land, and Kalkite is in crisis now because there's only a 3-year supply of land. I don't believe the proper role of council is to be telling people where they should live. It should be facilitating people who want to move into areas by making the land available so that people have the choice to do that if they wish. Well, councillors, that's a very North-Korean approach to my eye. I think we should be more open to the wishes of homeowners and home. So I don't like this strategy, and for that reason, I will support Councillor Rose's motion to defer it.
I don't feel the settlement strategy focuses on the settler. I think we should be ambitious. We should look to grow our population. We should look to grow our tax base, our rate base. I think we should look to grow the vibrancy of the Snowy Monaro economy. We need more people living here.
I was really surprised at the areas that had the housing shortfall. And if anybody had said to me that Bombala was on the top of that list, I would not have believed that. And
I could have told you that. I listened.
So deferring this, for what? We are going to put it out to community for 8 weeks.
I think I'd just like to make sure that I can capture Councillor Rooney's great speech. I'm going to put it into a small book called The Wisdom of Former Mayor Rooney, and that's going to be the sort of #1 item. And I particularly like the story about we don't have a North Korean approach to planning. It's the key issue to me. Is this a top-down approach, a Kim Jong-un approach to planning, or is it a bottom-up approach? And I think that one of the things we need to do is to consider this further before we send it to the community, because I think there's a lot of gaps here that are going to come back against us. The other issue, Mr. Mayor, I note, is that we haven't got a good process for community feedback. At the best, we get a very modest response. And, in terms of our whole planning process, apart from the Microlago Road story and the 140 responses that Councillor Rooney is able to get, and I'm going to leave on a retainer and send him out getting community feedback. But I think that we need to have a better process for getting genuine feedback. The problem is most people don't care, they haven't got time, they find it too complex, but we definitely have to have a better process, because when we say we get community feedback, we never really do. It's not statistically valid in any case, and I think our whole approach to community feedback needs to be reviewed. So,
all those in favour of what? To defer it and have another workshop and then come back in August. Councillor Stewart, Councillor Rose, Councillor Williamson, Councillor Rooney. All those against. Councillor Elliott, Councillor Hopkins, Councillor Davis, Councillor Summers and Councillor Higgins. Lost. Councillor